Hi guys, welcome to day 16 of Scout Lockdown. Here's another lashing for you. Hope you enjoy. So today we're going to learn how to tie a figure of 8 lashing. We need this to build a tripod. So I hope you're all been practicing your clove hitch, because we're going to start with a clove hitch. And the reason I've got this pole underneath is to lift these poles off the ground so I can get underneath the poles. So we're going to start with a clove hitch on this pole here, and that's make the cross like a flag, lift the cross up and go straight through the middle of the cross. That's your clove hitch. And then we're going to go down under this one, around this one, over the middle one, and around this one. Now normally I'd be telling all my scouts or cubs to keep this as tight, keep your lashings tight, tight, tight. But with this lashing, the figure 8 lashing, we don't want to keep it too tight, because if we tighten it too much, when we come to open the legs out, it will snap the poles. Now, the magic number for any lashing is 3 and 7. So on this one, we're going to do 7 turns. Now this rope's a little bit too thick for the poles I'm using, for the size of the poles I'm using, but it is all I've got while I'm on lockdown. But you'll get the idea. So we're doing 7 turns, so 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. So we're just going over, under, around, and then just reversing it over the middle, around, and then under, just like that. So we're just weaving it in and out. Okay, so once we've done that, we are now going to do some flapping turns. Now the key to a good lashing is to have no crossing overs and no diagonal lines, because every time you have a diagonal line or crossover, it will move and it will make the structure weak. And if it's a bridge you're building and you're climbing over it, or a swing, and it's weak, it's going to fall apart and you're going to soon know about it. Okay, so we're going to go do the flapping turns now. So we're going to go down the middle, and this time we're going to come all the way around and then up here like this. So we've done 7 of those. We're going to do 3 of these, so all the way around and up. Now again, normally I'll be telling all my scouts to keep this really, really tight, but we want this to be fairly tight, but we don't want it super tight, because we will just snap the poles when we open them up. So, but it still needs to be tight, still needs to hold a grip. Okay. Again, this rope is a little bit too thick for the size of the poles I'm using, but it is all I've got to show you. So we've done 1, we need to do the next one, so we need to come over. Remember, no diagonals, because that's going to be weak. So we need to come over, and we need to do 3 flapping turns between the next poles. So we're going down, and now we need to do 3 flapping turns in the next pole. So here's another one. Now, for strength, if we started on that pole, we should finish on any other pole apart from the one we started on, because if that knot comes down, at least undone, even at least another one holds. So I'm going to finish on this one, which is not the starter one. I'm also going to finish on the bottom, not the top, and that's because in the unlikely event that it does come loose, the knot's less likely to slide. It's more likely, sorry, to slide off the top of it than it is to go all the way down to the bottom and slide off the bottom. So I'm going to finish right here. It will also give the bottom of the knot on a shiny pole like this a little bit more strength to not slide around. And then we're going to make the cross, go straight through the middle. And then, now you'll see a lot of people then do lots of fancy things with the rope. That's all well and good, you can do lots of fancy things with the rope, but at the moment we need to build our structure, so that's irrelevant at the moment. We can go back and do the fancy bits at the end. we're going to stand this up. So now we're going to move the legs out, and we should make a tripod, just like that. Now to make this even stronger, so if you're building this to climb, we would then put poles across there. Hopefully you can see that, the poles across there, and we'll do a square lash in there and there, another one across there, and another one across there, and that would make this really, really secure. 3 A-frames on the tripod would really secure it. But this is a basic tripod. If you can, practice at home.
Stay safe and stay at home.